Benny, an 8-month-old pit bull, had spent most of his young life in a shelter in Gardena, California. He arrived in November, a timid and sweet puppy with big, empathetic eyes that seemed to beg for someone to notice him. But as the days turned into weeks, Benny's hope began to fade. Like so many other abandoned dogs, he faced the looming threat of euthanasia, a cruel fate for a puppy who had done nothing wrong except exist in a world that didn't seem to want him. Each day, Benny watched families come and go, their eyes scanning the kennels for the perfect dog. They always seemed to pass him by, drawn to the more energetic and outgoing dogs who barked and jumped for attention. Benny, on the other hand, sat quietly in the corner of his cage, his tail tucked between his legs, his heart heavy with loneliness. He didn't know how to ask for love. He only knew how to wait. Then, one morning, something extraordinary happened. A family walked into the shelter, their hearts open and their intentions clear. They weren't looking for a flashy pedigree or a dog that would turn heads. They were searching for a companion, a friend who needed them as much as they needed him. As they wandered through the rows of kennels, their eyes fell on Benny. There was something about his quiet demeanor, his soulful eyes, that spoke to them. Sarah, a warm-hearted shelter worker, noticed the family lingering near Benny's cage. She had always had a soft spot for him, and she felt a spark of hope. Approaching the cage, she spoke to Benny in a gentle, soothing voice. At first, Benny hesitated, backing away as he often did. But as Sarah extended her hand, something shifted. Benny sniffed cautiously, his tail giving a tentative wag. It was a small gesture, but it was enough. Sarah carefully lifted Benny from his cage, cradling him in her arms. For the first time in months, Benny felt warmth and safety. He looked up at Sarah, his eyes filled with a mixture of fear and hope. The family watched this tender moment, their hearts melting. They knew they had found their new furry family member that day. Benny left the shelter with his new family. As they walked out the door, Benny glanced back at the place that had been his home for so long. His eyes were no longer filled with sadness, but with gratitude. He had been given a second chance, a chance to be loved and to love in return. If you like the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.